Hey Carrie, you know your good friend Miranda? She's totally about to shove a up my... No, I don't want to help you! Figure it out yourself, you idiot!
I'm gonna take this, it's Carrie. Backstage Cirque du Soleil, this is Shay.
And Just Like That is back for its second season, and oh my god, did they double down on everything they did in season 1.
Nothing new, nothing changed, same old.
If you don't remember, the fan base hated season 1. Actually, hate isn't a strong enough word to describe the way the fan base felt about season 1.
Over and Just Like That.
I'm hate watching and Just Like That.
So lame.
They took everything that made the original show special and took it away.
But I am a recapper. It is my job to recap shows like this. And I don't care if Michael Patrick King shoves 4 sticks in a potato and tells us this is a new member of the friend group. I will be recapping it. Okay, we start season 2 off with a boomer sex montage, and I don't want to be ageist here, because in the beginning, I am, like, kind of feeling it. Okay, sexy Carrie. Okay, sexy LTW. Okay, sexy Charlotte. Okay, sexy Seema. And Miranda and Che, they're sexy too. Naya, sexy, but the show f***ed us. They're like, no, we're gonna put Naya in this knitted robe. Y'all don't get to see all of sexy Naya. It's like, if you're gonna show me this, like, make it hot. This is the problem with no Samantha. You lost the older woman hotness factor, cause Harry and Charlotte ain't it. But when they cut to Che, just like a bulldog, just going to town on Miranda's tits, I lost it. I totally lost it. Just nibbling on Miranda's boobs the way I nibble on a cheeseburger when I've had too much to drink. What is happening?
What about you? Do you cook?
A piece of salmon here and there. Years ago, I thought I would start poaching eggs.
I don't remember or care about Podcast Boss. And did we not chemistry test this couple? They are talking in bed about breakfast the way my grandmother lists off ailments her friends have. Linda has tendinitis, so she can't get on the Facebook anymore. Roger can't see anything. He just drove through his house the other day. Oh, and Darlene's left foot. The whole thing is just one big corn now. Seema has clearly just finished watching the closing scene of 1996's First Wives Club. Charlotte comes over unannounced like it's still the 90s. And we get a walking scene with the two of them where Sarah Jessica Parker is giving us a Emmy-worthy performance of trying to hold her head such that the paper-thin hat won't fall off. When we meet up with Miranda, she is standing in front of a sensory deprivation tank that was inspired by my hometown relic, the Chicago bean.
If I can float in the dark in a saline solution, you can take yourself out to dinner alone.
While she and Naya are discussing, like, something I don't give a shit about, it occurs to me that the writers are trying to introduce a new social group via all of these phone calls and FaceTimes. They're like, here's the group. It's Carrie, Miranda, and Charlotte, plus Naya, LTW, and Seema. Y'all, they need 3 people to replace Samantha. That is how iconic Samantha Jones is. So we're in California, and Che is getting a dress fitting for their new show. To my utter joy and surprise, in walks Abby McEnany. God, I can't say her name. Will somebody please tell me the proper way to say Abby McEnany's name in the comments? Thank you. Now, Abby's character has a blue shark fin for a haircut. I do not know what to do with this, except I learned it is part of the storyline, which I guess this is what it's come to. This is the storylines we are working with now. For a second, I think Max 87.0 or whatever the app's called now has like glitched, but no. It's Miranda crawling out of the bean deprivation tank like that thing from The Ring. This show cannot decide whether it wants to shit on middle-aged women or lift them up. Carrie's co-worker's wife, Smoke, is designing her dress for the Met Gala. I can't remember what Bobby Lee's character's name is, but in my head, even though I'm sure this show is about to be canceled, Smoke and Bobby Lee will have children. Their firstborn will be called Ash, and the second will be called Trey. While Charlotte and LTW are getting fitted for their outfits for the Met, we learn Charlotte's get hard every time a Justin Bieber song comes on.
Like I was the one that chased Justin Bieber down that hallway.
It was for the kids.
Harry's going on her, and she's like, oh, play that one baby song and put that swoopy hairpiece I got for you on. No, you're not singing it right. Make your voice higher and shave every hair on your body. Was Charlotte really supposed to be the lesbian? You know what they say about straight ladies who like Justin Bieber? They're only one bowl cut away from carpet. So after Harry's spent all night going down on Charlotte in the Justin Bieber wig, we learn they have a fun little family plotline where there's been some sort of a miscommunication and Harry thinks he's Charlotte's date to the Met Gala instead of Anthony. Lazy writing. The second I'm introduced to this plotline, I know immediately Harry ain't going to the Met Gala. Anthony will find some way to show up. So when it does happen, I don't even give a I don't care. I'm like, oh yeah, I knew this was coming. I wish Harry would go to the Met Gala. That would have been super interesting. It would be like watching Bob from Bob's Burgers at the Met Gala. Like, oh my God, like how awkward and like what stupid thing is he gonna say under his breath? That plotline would take work, so whatever. I just feel like this show doesn't know what it is. We're opening up with the L-word style sex scenes, and then we're including these laugh track ABC family plot lines. The next scene, first of all, have they not humiliated Miranda enough?
Is this a or a cat toy?
Can we move this along? I've got a set at the Comedy Store at 9.
While Miranda and Che are hooking up, we have to have Che being like, yeah, can you move this along? I have a gig and I really don't want to pay for the premium Uber. Also, as a sexually active lesbian, the way this show has used the strap-on like it's a coffee table and Miranda's Chris Farley getting ready to bomb into it. This could have been a relatable plotline. It is hard the first time you go to use a strap, but this show is so focused on making Miranda look like the biggest idiot. Instead of a learning moment or an intimate moment where, you know, Miranda's being fun or Miranda's growing, we have Che taking calls from Miranda's best friend, also Che's boss, and telling their boss,
Oh, trying to figure out a
oh yeah, hey Carrie, you know your good friend Miranda? She's totally about to shove a up my cooch. In like an hour? God, I could have done like 4 gigs by now. No, I don't want to help you. Figure it out yourself, you idiot. Now, Seema's opening episode plotline is dumber than any of the other dumb plot lines.
So lunch Monday.
This Monday? The man or the Met?
So you can't do both?
Oh, it's a European lunch. I mean, if I go to the Met, I'd have to be home with my glam squad by 2:30.
Her plot line is, she can't tell her boyfriend she has tickets to the Met. There's some reason, it's a struggle, but I don't even care. I'm like, what were the writers doing for 2 years? Harry's plotline would be more interesting if we knew anything about the guy she's banging other than he's her podcast boss. Naya heads to her local wine bar for some Merlot and reading, and we meet Toussaint, who I believe we might be seeing again. And you know, I am a gay woman, but that is one good-looking man. And then I'm like, oh no, oh no, oh no. They are taking us back to Che's stand-up comedy. I'm like, the fan base is gonna lose their shit. The last time Che performed at the show, like, it was like the worst thing anyone had ever seen.
No one walks anywhere. Oh, it's like yesterday I took an Uber from my bathroom to my bedroom.
I actually didn't think season 1's performance was like that bad. As a queer comedian, we do sometimes blend storytelling and jokes. But with this, is there no stand-up comedian in the writer's room? Or, this is what I think happened, there are stand-up comedians in the writer's room, but they went, I'm not giving this piece of show my good jokes. Y'all can have this I found in my stepbrother's journal. Take his Uber joke. Miranda tries to feel up Che, and Che is like, ugh, get off me, you disgusting
Nope. Don't hug me.
you.
Ew! Get off of me!
Just your breath is not, pretty.
Get off of me, get off of me. Get these hoes up off of me.
Back in New York City, we learn Smoke is having trouble fixing or completing the Met Gala dress. Miscommunications, losing your phone, getting sick, things that happen to physical props. If those are what's driving the plots forward, those are weak plot lines. Weak sauce, do you hear me?
I'm kind of learning my lines.
Che, again, is like, get the f off me, bitch. But then Che's like,
I'm on a diet, and that's why I keep pushing her arms away.
I don't know if this is supposed to be real. I feel like Che's lying to Miranda, and subsequently we're gonna find out that like Che is actually sick of Miranda. Carrie breaks a date with the guy I know nothing about and don't give a shit about. And then another guy I know nothing about and don't give a shit about is apparently living with his ex-wife, so Seema's gotta dump him.
I lost all the work I did on my edit today.
Back with LTW, we learn these rich f***s can't even afford an office. LTW's gotta edit in her f***ing closet. And then we finally get to the juicy part of the episode where we get to see everybody's outfits. I loved Charlotte's bumblebee ass and Lisa Todd Wexley's spiky face. Seema's outfit is cool, but someone has taken a Swiss cake roll and shoved that thing under Seema's bangs, and I do not know why. The show completely throws Smoke under the bus. Smoke can't do anything. Carrie has to fix the day herself by wearing her old wedding dress. Before I get started on episode 2, I just want to say, maybe I'm biased. I did see some rumors that numbers are down for the season 2 premiere. I gotta say, I was not like dying to watch episode 2. Like, if I'm not recapping the show, I'm probably like not watching any more episodes. Like, I could not give a about the vaginal rejuvenation plotline. I just don't care. But whatever, we're doing the recap. Now, in the beginning of episode 2, we watch Seema get absolutely worked by this gay hairstylist, both physically and mentally.
You're always finding red flags. You're too picky. No wonder you're still alone.
Okay, I am definitely biased because I'm so hot for Seema, but can you calm down, Mr. Hairstylist Man? Okay, maybe Seema don't need no man, huh? What happened to that? What happened to a woman doesn't need no man? Huh? What do we, have we just 360'd right back to, nope, you definitely need a man, and if you don't have one, you are Then Seema's not having it. Seema's like, I pay you to blow me. Okay, these lines are trash, but Seema's my favorite. We are back in the bedroom with Miranda and Che.
Shit. That's my show writer. I have to take this.
I'm doing some of my best work here.
One thing I would tell baby gay Miranda is, if they answer the phone, that's not your best work. If they answer the call and request that you continue, that means it's okay. But shutting the legs and answering the call, you are not doing your best work, Miranda. Go get a mango and practice.
The network hates new pages. Can you be here by 10?
Do you have any other time?
No, because today's therapy day. This isn't a favor. It's your job.
I don't even think they gave Abby a script. They brought Abby onto the show and they were like, okay, say whatever you want, we don't care, just be really annoying. In episode 2, for both LTW and Charlotte's families, we get these cookie cutter plot lines. Grandma's coming into town and she just nitpicks everyone. Meanwhile, Charlotte's oldest really needs an electric keyboard, and we're gonna pretend the whole episode her parents wouldn't immediately buy the most expensive one for her. I am a musical child myself. Because of that, I had a special appreciation for Lily's lyrics. Darkness comes, hollow dreams, empty mirrors, I'm unseen.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Herbert wants to get a cab, but all the cab drivers are racist. I know a lot of white people don't believe this shit happens. It happens. Then, coincidentally, Nana just happens to be walking by right when Herbert expresses his frustration with the racist cab drivers. So she completely ignores her own grandchild.
Hi, Nana! Nana!
Wow, worst Nana ever. Can you imagine? You're like 7 and you're like, Nana, Nana! And she's like, oh God. I think that would destroy any child. At this point, we are still being forced to endure this vaginal rejuvenation plotline. Back in the day, we got Carrie dating fun and exciting characters. Now we get, I'm not talking about rejuvenating my beef on my sex podcast.
Wexley's win by winning.
Nana, another character I'm not familiar with, comes in, and it's just like, there's no stakes. There's no stakes here. Who is Nana to me? Do I care? What is the relationship between Nana and this family? We don't know. Therefore, we don't care. Naya calls Cynthia. She's like, I got a 6-minute plot line. I'm mad at my husband because I caught him playing guitar with some 20-something late at night. And also he wants to have a surrogate. Yeah, oh, we're keeping this. Oh, you thought it ended? You thought this plot line was over with season 1? We're still doing it.
To buy 6 or 8 guitars cheap. I'm having a going out of Andre sale.
Now, I mentioned being a child musician. I am also an adult musician. And when Dr. Naya grabs those guitars like they're a basket of baguettes, first of all, you could puncture a titty. Don't blame the guitars for your husband's actions. They're innocent guitars. Charlotte and Carrie head to the Real Deal. I will say, the only time I just really organically laughed out loud was during this scene where Carrie asked the store attendant how long those shoes have been left out.
Oh my God, these Sonia Riccio, how has nobody bought these? How long have they been just sitting there? I don't know. I have an itty bitty.
Carrie's pause and the way she looks and her comedic timing is just perfect. Sarah Jessica Parker still has it. I suspect a lot of these actors still have it. They are just plagued with terrible writing.
And I needed to call Uber.
Uber's a Ponzi scheme.
Again? So helpful!
Not to harp on a dead horse or whatever that saying is, but like, this show paid for the rights to an Eagles song. I'm sure it wasn't cheap, but they didn't pay for somebody to punch up the script. Could we not get Patton Oswalt on the job? Or like, I'd settle for Patton Oswalt's child at this point.
I lost my phone trying to save the planet, and I wonder if I could borrow one of yours for a super quick call.
Miranda hanging out with the stereotype surfer stoners carrying the Domino's pizza. That was like a fun scene. I did enjoy this. I especially like when she yelled at Che.
Stay there. Where the else am I going?
This is the Miranda I want to see. I want to see a confident, successful, don't take no shit from nobody who calls people out and isn't turning herself into a human vibrator for Che. That's what I want to see.
How do you know Che?
We were married. Technically, still are.
Miranda gets upset because she finds out Che's married to a dude named Lyle, who is a mixologist. After finding out the podcast network has like been sold or gone under or something, we see podcast boss say to Carrie that he wants more from her than he's getting. And he's like, well, maybe I'd give a shit if I knew this guy's name. And it's like, what a waste of my time with this guy. He took up so much time in the first 2 episodes, and I have a feeling we're never gonna see him again.
And just like that,
we end the episode with Carrie saying some shit I drowned out because I was too busy being pissed about the wasted time with Silver Fox podcast boss. Let me just say, this was not a good premiere. These episodes don't hold up against the worst episodes of Sex and the City. Okay, I am gonna keep recapping this as long as people want to watch the recaps, and I honestly don't know what the rest of the season is gonna go like, so come along with me on the roller coaster ride, subscribe, click notifications, and we will do this together. Patron shout out! Thank you so much for your support.